This semester for our capstone, we've been researching hemlock trees, particularly in McConnell's Mill State Park, because there is an invasive species of insect that has been affecting hemlock trees starting since the 1950s, and it's making its way north and east, or north and west rather. And McConnell's Mill is probably going to be one of the next targets of it. It's already in Cook's Forest, and what this insect does is it attacks the hemlock trees, and it feeds on the needles and the stems and eventually kills the trees. So what we're doing is taking an inventory of McConnell's Mill hemlock trees, so that way if the pest does come to the forest, then we can provide a management plan and options on how to control it.
The hemlock woolly adelgid originated in Asia and was brought over to the United States in the early 1950s. And so far it's been, the spread has been limited by temperature. So the last couple winters we've had really cold temperatures, and so it hasn't spread this far north. But this winter it's projected that we're going to have a warmer winter and a drier winter. And so it's likely that the hemlock woolly adelgid could spread up to McConnell's Mill.
We didn't really have a hypothesis because we are actually doing an inventory of the trees.
So we're measuring the trees because we want to figure out how big they are, but also where they're located, so that way when we give the park management plans so that they could control if there was a hemlock woolly adelgid invasion, they would know where the trees are, particularly the hemlocks, and how big they are, so that way if, for example, one of the management plans that we're going to offer them is pesticide costs, so that way they would know how much they would have to spend on the pesticide and how big the tree is and how much time they would need to treat them.
This has been a really exciting project for us, and it was initiated when park officials at McConnell's Mill State Park contacted Helen Boylan in environmental science to ask if our students might want to be involved in monitoring of hemlocks in the park. So not only was it an opportunity for us to get our students out in the field and working on a real-world project, but it's also great that Westminster students can contribute in a service learning aspect to the larger community.